Kia ora, welcome to Common Ground. I'm Zola. I've got an activity for us today to be able to feel what it feels like to create places that people love to be, which is homes, houses, and those communities in which the houses are situated. So if we're going to be able to create more peace and harmony, more fairness and equality in our societies, I believe it starts at home. And so this activity gets us really feeling into what is it that means home to each one of us, and that way we can build communities that reflect those values and those feelings. So the first question I'm going to ask, and you might like a journal to be able to write down your answers, and then if you can please put your answers in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. The first question is, when you think of home, what feelings feel like home for you? Next question, what are your values and principles that apply to your home? Next question, when thinking of home, what kind of residents help to make a place feel like home? Next question, when thinking about your house, what about that structure makes that feel like home to you? And next, when thinking about the built environment and the infrastructure around your house, what about those systems make it feel like home? And when thinking about the land and environment around your home, what makes that feel like home? And when thinking about the wider community, what about that community makes it feel like home? Now, some of these answers don't necessarily need to come from where you are living now. It could be from anywhere in your life where you have had those feelings of, I'm feeling at home here. It could be at a friend's house, even in another country. It could be that you walk into a village that actually looks very different from where you grew up. But there's something about the essence of that place that makes it feel like home. What is it about the essence of either the people, the environment, the structures, the wider community, those elements that you would like to have in your own home space? So I've asked those questions to myself and came up with some answers. I'd like to share them with you. So what makes a place feel like home to me is that it would be warm and cozy and comfortable. I would have a sense of belonging there. I would like to see photos and items that remind me of the places and the people that bring me joy in my life. I would have a sense of agency and contribution to my own environment, and feeling a sense of ease and flow and peace. I would feel dignity and a sense of respect for myself and those around me. I like it to be creative and feel the beauty around me, and to feel connected to that place and feeling safe and secure. The next question is, what are those values and principles that make a place feel like home to me? So permaculture has many principles, the ethics of which are earth care, people care, and fair share, and a lot of those principles support those ethics. So I'm not going to go into all those principles, but that's definitely what makes a place feel like home to me. Welcome and inclusion, contribution and teamwork, and being able to have a voice, respect for all life, that I live simply so that others may simply live, and a feeling of well-being and wellness, of healthy mind, body, spirit, and environment. The next question, what kind of residents make a place feel like home to me? That would be my children, my teenagers whom I'm living with now, my loved ones, my family, my friends. It might be those who share similar values with me, and those who contribute and respect the environment and the home space. And also residents who are fun, caring, and conscientious. The next question, what about the structure in the house makes it feel like home? Well, for me, I've built 2 homes already. I built a home out of wood, and I built a home, it was called a yurt. It was made out of wood, but also fabric. So round structures like a yurt, structures made out of wood, that really feels great to me. And also creatively and uniquely made. Since I have made my last 2 homes, I really like to be in a house that feels unique. I like a lot of windows to be able to see outside, let a lot of fresh air in and light. I like open plan and an indoor-outdoor flow. I like a loft space. I like to be able to go up a little bit. And inside, I like a compost toilet if possible to be able to not have to use fresh water to flush the toilet. Which leads me into about the built environment and the infrastructure. So for me, it would mean that there's a lot of appropriate and local technologies that are used. So for instance, that there is no waste, that whatever comes into the house and goes out of the house is a closed loop system. So some appropriate technology systems could be composting toilets, composting system for food waste, renewable energy, rainwater catchment and gray water systems, and to be able to have any other local systems that we could repair on our own in the community, and to be able to walk outside on paths, not be met by a busy road or by garages. Next question is the land and the environment. What makes that feel like home? Well, to me, having green all around, whether that be food or biodiverse plants, fruit and nut trees, it could be the permaculture system set up. The land is also quite important. It is not just a piece of ground. For me, it would be something that is honored and celebrated, and to be living in harmony with that land and the creatures that are in that space as well. And also that land would have quiet places for contemplation, meditation, to be able to be at one with nature. And the wider community, what makes that feel like home to me? Well, I like also to be in a community that feels connected and feels a sense of contribution into that community. There might be a local currency for us to be able to support local businesses and a lot of micro enterprises for people to support themselves. There would be allotment gardens for people to grow food together, maybe even a community-supported agriculture for us to be able to, again, get local food. Beautiful public spaces with local art and places for us to hang out, and where there would be an enabling local government to allow for this kind of thing to be able to happen easily. And in general, the values, again, would be shared in that wider community of equality, justice, inclusion, and regenerative, which is healing and restoring. So I hope I maybe sparked some things for you. I hope you take the time to answer these questions. If you are somebody who is pioneering in this community development space or enabling from the position of government or some other institution, I hope that you also think about this in terms of when you are supporting any new communities and homes to be built, that these are taken into consideration, because every one of us wants to feel like we're in a place in our homes, in our communities that feel like home. So thank you for joining in today. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.